and welcome to the show. I am here today on BeamNG Drive, taking a look at a very, very cool mod. Now this adds, as you might be able to guess from the from the flyover, it's Burnout 3 style crash junctions. The aim is very simple. You create as big an accident as possible, do as much damage to the cars, and you score points based upon how much chaos you cause. Now, there was a mod for this, I seem to remember a little while ago in Beam. This is a lot closer to the Burnout style game mode, if you like, much improvements on this. I would argue the Burnout 3 crash junctions are amongst the very best mini games ever added to a racing game. They're fantastic fun. And the idea is pretty simple. I do love the initial flyby. My thought with this junction here is, so the goal is we create as much chaos as possible. To do that, you really, my car's not skidded as far as I wanted it to. Okay, this might work because it might push me. Yes, go on, Chariot. Push me into the van. It's not done as much. Is the van going to crash? Oh, the van's escaped largely. What we want to do is we want to kind of block everything in here, let it build up, and then use a crash breaker to do a lot of damage. Oh, it's got a car free. I mean, it's still over there. The van's got through. There's a crash there. So crash breaker, much like in Burnout, it works in Burnout 3, works the same way. We're going to have to do it before everything has gone fiery. We do also have impact time. Now, this is a little fiddly to utilize on a controller, because I have to basically use the keyboard for the impact time. I haven't quite got the impact time working on the controller. You can press right button to activate it, but then I have to use the arrow keys to move it, which are going to batter into the truck. I mean, I think that was a pretty good one. We did some really serious damage in that one. Managing to explode next to the bus. I also do love... Oh, some stuff fell off the side. That's cool. We did manage to get some stuff to explode over the side. I like the flyby because, again, this is what Burnout 3 did. It actually did all of this. So it does feel very authentically Burnout. I mean, look, that sneaky van escaped. It managed to get through, no problems at all. I mean, we did a good job here, I reckon. What did we get in terms of points? 8.5 million. That will do very nicely. Now, I believe the way this works from some of the tooltips that came up, I'm going to have another go, see if I can get 10 million. Basically, your damage, unlike in Burnout when there is multipliers and that kind of thing, here it is the amount of damage you do times the amount of cars involved in the wreck. So, had that truck not escaped... actually, I don't know, did it make contact? I mean, we made a very light contact, but yeah, if we can get every vehicle in, together, we'll get a bigger multiplier. Definitely exploding on the bus was a good thing. Oh no. Okay, we'll get away with that. What if we... I'm not sure. We've not punted that hard enough. I wanted to punt it into the covert. The hope was punt it into the covert and not have other cars get... Now, what we might have done here is made a much more effective roadblock, at least. So, stuff behind is going to crash into us. This time the van is not going to be able to escape. It's going to push us back this way. I'm okay with that, because the bus is going to catch us. Oh, this is what we were hoping for, because when the truck gets involved... the only downside is we're going to explode here, but the scintilla is going to be quite a long way away. So now what we can do is that we can do that. We can explode the van. I'm going to try and build some speed up here and see if I can find in this fiery mess. There is the scintilla. We've done some damage to it, and we will just at least do an extra bit of damage. It's not quite enough. Similar points to last time. The bus, we got 300. The bus was worth a lot of points. Scintilla, we only did a little bit to. Piccolina, we only did a little bit to. T-Series, we did a fair amount to. Look at that. I do like the logging truck on its side there. Didn't quite work. Slightly lower because that front car escaped. So I think maybe like last time it did count just clipping the box van. I mean, the alternate plan here might be... I mean, this guy here relatively quick. We could, rather than trying to punt the covert, which is always tempting, what if my goal was around here? Oh no, it's not done what I wanted it to. Can I use the impact time? Okay, we can actually still use the impact time to come across. Okay, we have a little bit more impact time control than you did in in Burnout. Because we have rather made a nuisance of ourselves here. Okay, I mean that's kind of helpful. We've rolled a Chariot over. We actually kind of need to stop rolling now. I'm not wanting to fire the crash breaker yet. What we really want is to get the log. I think we're going to have to fire it maybe before the logging truck. Is the logging truck going to get here? We're going to fire it now. We're going to fire the bus. Unfortunately, with the huge explosion, it's quite difficult to see. We did get the... We got the logging truck. I don't know if that will do it points-wise. That'll 100% do it points-wise. Oh, Scintilla. We exploded the Scintilla. That was much better. Not as much damage. I think I done much more damage on the bus in a previous run than that. I think I done 700. No, maybe I haven't done more than that, actually, on the bus. Yeah, that works. That will do it. Nothing escaped. The crash brake may be a little powerful. I feel like maybe a time limit on how much you can utilize it. But again, gold medal, fantastic stuff. But it feels so much like a Burnout crash junction. It's really very, very cool. And there's other ones which we are going to go and do now. So our next junction is on a dam. The idea is pretty straightforward. Again, still cause as much chaos as possible. I feel like the strategy, at least the strategy when I played on Burnout, and that seems to be the one that's going to be used here, is you've just got to try and block both lanes of traffic as as much as possible, so as many cars can get involved, and try and have as big cluster of cars and blow them up. Basically, going to be the way you get the points here. I'm going to try and not use the crash breaker. So there is a mode you can do here that doesn't have the crash breaker in it. What if? So I'm thinking here. Oh, that kind of works because we should. Oh, we've launched it a little bit. Yeah, we're going to get hit by the cover. Oh, the van's going to just miss us. We kind of want to build up as many vehicles as possible here. There does seem to be some trucks further back. I don't know if they're going to get here in time. That's gone in. I don't actually know if those trucks are going to make it, so I guess we're just going to have to explode. I feel like... Oh, that's not quite where I wanted to control. Like, in the air, we can use... I feel like I'm going to play this myself like I would Burnout. While I'm in the air, I can use the crash breaker, but once I've hit the ground, I'm going to say it's no longer effective. Or when we start hitting cars, because I shouldn't just be able to push them indefinitely. My feelings, anyway. I mean, it's up to you, of course, how you choose to play it. I'm going to try and play it a little bit more like Burnout. What's gone on down there? I think those trucks have crashed on their own. Oh, lots of cars got thrown off the dam. That's quite cool. Because, Beam is a game with a heavy focus on crashing, and... Oh, well, we only did a tiny bit of damage to some of those box trucks. So the actual damage and the way the vehicles interact is incredible, because... That's what Beam is all about. It makes crash junctions work really, really well. Yeah, of course, this is a mod game and it's not going to be 100% perfect. But it is very neat. Wow, we only did 200 damage to the... I mean, didn't that one fall off the edge of the dam? I mean, I'm not always so sure about the point system. We got 5 million, which, I mean, still feels pretty good. I'm not sure how we can do more than that, if I'm honest. I mean, there was... I think this one might be a problem. If those trucks get stuck, we may have issues. I wonder if we, rather than punting that one, what if, I do that to try and block the road so it's heavier impacts for the stuff running in from that side. The downside to this plan here, those trucks apparently are not quite going. The downside of this plan is we are now going to be further away, possibly from the big points vehicles like the trucks, when we explode our vehicle here. So if we explode, we will... some stuff... a lot of it has gone up in the air, a lot further up in the air than I was expecting. We are not quite going to get to where I want to. Can we fly into that? We can. I think we've... It's about the same. I think we kind of blew up the wrong things, really, in this. I mean, the points coming up here is a little difficult to see. We did some decent damage. The crew cab Julie, isn't it the one I blew up? The points are a little difficult to follow. I wonder if... So, we'll have another go on this one. I think getting any of the high points are going to be difficult if those trucks aren't actually turning up when they're supposed to. They seem to just be getting stuck. The problem is both of these... Well, I was stuck blowing up the less valuable items. What I want to do... Oh no, I've hit the curb. Oh, so what I wanted to do was actually hit that truck from the other side. Oh no, we're not going to do this. Isn't going to work. Well, the Julie's locked up and is going to have a crash on its own. The Covet's locked up trying to avoid us. I mean, what we might be able to do is if we get a crash breaker at the right time, I might be able to blow up that van. There. Oh, we have chucked it off of the side, which may be worth some good points. And I guess we can try and fly. Oh, we've bent one of the trucks in half. Oh. Try and get to the Julie. It's not done much, though. We exploded one of the box vans off the side. Possibly one off each side, actually. Yeah, but the problem is that none of them are the big points getters that those trucks are down there. We got some more points. We did get some more points for doing that. Wonder if... I don't know how you would do it. We've got 42,000 points for a Covet. Well, possibly for a Covet. It might be that those aren't all quite lining up properly. That was some more, but we're only going up by like a couple of 100,000. So my other thought is... You can get away with very tiny nudges on stuff and not have a crash, like being like part of the crash. So I wonder whether you could like spook the AI into a crash on its own. Oh no, I've lost control of my car. Never mind. Oh, didn't actually want to do that. I've completely messed this up. Okay, the actual road here isn't the best. So busy thinking about crashing. Forget, actually, this is not Burnout, and you don't have limitless grip. We've made an accident on our own, but it's not going to work. It's not going to matter. Because my thought was, if I could manage to spook them into a crash, have a big accident, but I don't know, like time-wise, whether. So, my thinking is, right, the trucks are going to be worth the most. So if I can somehow create an accident and then plow into the trucks. Don't know if that will do anything. I don't think they're going to get there in time. Like, if we could get here and somehow get a crash breaker, that would be great. Can I do free camera? I can go free camera. They're not going to crash on their own, are they? No, they're all going to skate through. Now, they've got 10 seconds, so maybe... they're not gonna. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't think. Oh, come on! Create enough of a wreck for me. I just need to get a crash break. It's gonna be tantalizingly close, but it's not quite. Not quite gonna work. The thing is, we got a lot of points because we hit a truck. We got a huge amount of points or a huge amount of monetary value because we hit a truck. But yeah, it just runs out of time. Okay, that level doesn't quite work. But it's still fun if those trucks would spawn properly. I don't know whether I think they maybe spawn a bit too close. Either way, it's a fun junction. On to the next one. So we head to the West Coast USA map for what is actually, I was going to say what is very Burnout feeling, although all of these have a real Burnout feeling going on. Got to get down a hill, I presume, to cause as big as crash in this okay, yeah. I don't know whether there's going to be like cross traffic at the earlier intersection that you have to dodge, possibly. We want to cause as bigger a crash as we can in this, get as many of these vehicles involved as we can. Okay, I mean, immediate strategy number one is to... So that Comet there we're never going to be able to do anything with. My goal would be hit these ones hard enough. I mean, can I hit both of them? This might be tough to do. Oh, we've overshot. Just about. No, we've not quite got the first lane in. We will have enough to get a crash breaker of some sort, but we might be able to get across in time to get the truck. What I'm hoping... Oh, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. The truck's ploughed into the van, but it's not going to be enough. We're going to be one car short. Damn. I mean, it's quite... Well... quite effective at stopping that lane, but one entire lane of cars has got away there. I managed to press the camera button and confuse the game. Sorry, probably shouldn't be doing the free camera too much. I mean, we got 1 million, but that's nowhere near enough for something like this. Right. Can we get the camera back to... There we go. That's what we want. I liked the idea of pushing the cars, but we hit... I mean, we can possibly try this. If I go for just a little slower... Oh, okay, too slow. Too slow that time. Oh, I didn't want to overshoot. Oh, it may get... Nah, I was hoping the I-Series was going to get twisted into the line of traffic, but it isn't going to be. Once again, we are going to be tantalizingly one vehicle short. And, I mean, the truck's done... Oh, no, we'll probably... Okay, the minivan did get involved in that one. So I guess we can do... we're going to actually run out of time. I don't think we're going to quite get there to do anything. Oh. Oh, we threw it in at the end. Okay. I still like the idea of hitting both of those cars and trying to push them into the junction. The problem part is getting your speed right. It's 350 is never going to be enough. We do really need to blow up, at least directly on one of the T-Series if we're going to do this. It's actually, yeah, quite a difficult one. We can never do anything with this covert, unless you were going warp speed and could hit it. What I want to do is try... That seems better. Okay, that's good. Maybe. Okay, it's not as good as I wanted it to be. The I-Series did clip the minivan, but it's not enough to start. It's so close to blocking that lane of traffic, but it isn't quite going to do it. The truck might get involved. The truck did get involved, at least. Drats. It just needed to go a few meters further forward, and then we can do that. I mean, maybe what I should do here, I mean, it's not going to be worth crazy points, but we want the multiplier, right? Oh, so we threw it at a taxi, but we ran out of time. Yeah. Again, it's going to be not enough points at all in that one. Still can't break the 3 million point mark. We need it to be just the right amount of punt. Science of crash junctions, everybody. I mean, yeah, we need just the right amount of punt here. What if we do this? Oh, I've not gone far enough now. No, what we've done is we put them right in the middle. I couldn't do that if I tried, honestly. I didn't have as much momentum as I hoped. The reason I went for that one, the thinking was I could punt them into the other lane and I would be in the first lane. Did not get close to working. Somehow everybody avoided it. The Beam AI are more sensible than the Burnout AI that would freak out and crash if they saw an accident around you. Or sometimes they did, anyway. Okay, that plan there doesn't work. I mean, if we go more directly... No, because you see, the problem is the I-Series does not get hit enough. Ah, the Covert may have got bounced the right way. It's not bounced enough the right way. Oh, it has now been fired into the other side. It's not enough. It's still not enough. Maybe... So what I've been doing there has been hitting the Covert rather than hitting the I-Series. Maybe if I hit the I-Series... The predominant impact goes on the I-Series... And the Covert gets... So the more energy goes into pushing the bigger, heavier car. Less energy can go into pushing the Covert so that the Covert can block one lane. Or I can block one lane, depending on how hard we hit the I-Series and how far the I-Series goes. So if we kind of put more of our energy into that... Oh, okay, that looks good. That looks pretty good. No! Come on! It's like a whisper. It's a whisper away. Damn it. Oh, well, it bumped us, but I don't think it counts. That definitely does count. Oh, I mean, the truck's going to almost spear the other truck. I mean, we can explode it, which is something, and we get the taxis involved. I mean, it wasn't perfection. I'm going to run out of time to try and launch my vehicle towards it. That was so close to perfect. It was good. I tell you what, some of these some of these points totals are 10 million is a lot to get on that. Admittedly, we haven't been getting all the vehicles. I think to get that, I'd need all the vehicles and I would need to blow up next to the truck. Oh, that's got a bit of oversteer that I did not need or want. Okay, what if we go? I'm going in more at an angle here on that. No. Well, no, we might actually. No, it works because we got to spin them. We spin the minivan, but I don't get pushed anywhere near far enough. I was hoping we were going to get pushed further. I mean, I guess we can. I guess next time maybe we can cheat a little bit with the old impact time, because you would get a little bit of impact time control initially. So yeah, we can go for that. Wait for the truck to get close to us, and explosions. So yeah, I guess our best bet. We'll just launch ourselves into the mechs. There we go. I mean, that was definitely much better. We got 10 vehicles on. We've filled the helicopter camera with smoke. That'll be some 7 million. It's still not enough for even the bronze medal, but it's a considerable more than we have got, right? So we'll try with a little bit of cheat. I say a little bit of cheating. The game has the, crash, the impact time controls. There we go. That's the one. So if we, again, go for the heavy impact on that. Oh, I mean, it might have actually worked, funnily enough. This one here. No. No, we've again got vehicles escaping. We will scythe ourselves over there to try and get involved. There is a fire currently going on that surprises me. Oh, could we maybe time this to blow up both trucks, do we reckon? We've got a truck right next to us. So if we now explode here, we're going to get the taxis involved as well. And then launch ourselves at the box van. We're going to run out of time, but we might do a little bit more damage to it. Oh, wasn't as many points that time. It's not as many points as I had hoped at all for that one. Blast. It's tough. There is a fair amount of luck with the, again, Burnout crash junctions were like that. I still think this is the best plan to go here. Alright. We can do that. And we have got... Nah, this is on here is not going to work. I don't think. We can stop the Bastion. We can stop the Pazima a little bit in the middle. A slight... Okay, if we're here, we can let the trucks... Oh no, we actually exploded that one too soon. I exploded that one probably a bit too soon because I didn't want the red truck escaping. Oh, and I've gone too high over that one. Is that one really going to just avoid everyone? It did. Tell you what, that is a lucky truck. I mean, we did some good work with stuff we hit. We just didn't hit everything. I've got to have one more go. Have one more go at this. Yeah, we really need everything to kind of block up in the centre and be able to blow it all up at once, which is much easier said than done, really. Right, here we go. Again, we're going to use majority of car to hit the ice series, try and drag the cover in to play. Oh, we're going to have to use some impact time. Oh, two are going to escape. We'll stop the Roma, at least, and we can try and... Oh, we've been fired quite a long way. The good news here is a lot of this is going to be stopped relatively close together. And then we can impact time both of the trucks at once, creating a big sort of fire tornado of mess. And I've lost complete control of impact time because my car was spinning wildly. I'm not sure I'm going to get much better than that. That should be enough to at least get us a bronze medal. Yeah. The two cars did get away from that one. It was devastatingly damaging. 9 million. Yeah, that's tough. That is a really, really tough one. For the final junction we're going to have a look at today, we've got a motorway. And, oh, that's a lot of cars. I mean, this one, by the looks of it, will probably have less planning in... Well, I'd say less planning involved. That's actually a lot of cars spawned at once. My beam might end up crying a little bit in this, because it does sometimes when you have lots of vehicles. good lord. This is going to be a lot, I suspect. Barstow, you're not going to survive this. You're definitely not going to survive this. So really we want to hit the first car we can and try and splatter debris around as much as possible. Oh, I left the crash camera on, which is cool. I've left it in the wrong mode. So there are two kinds of modes for this one, I should point out. There's the Burnout 3 style mode, and then there's this mode that doesn't have Crash Breaker, but does have like a Burnout style crash camera. Personally, not the biggest fan. The crash camera does get a little bit confused. Again, though, this is not what the game was designed for. Bear this in mind, of course. Oh, that truck has got very heavily involved. So yeah, the cameras are not quite... something that's slightly unnatural, and they don't always quite capture what you want them to. But again, very, very cool feature, as you might expect. Points-wise, I mean, it's a big... I think it's like 30 million or something was the thing you're aiming for. I'm not quite sure how we do much more than that, bearing in mind one vehicle escaped. So, I'm not sure we could do all that much more damage. There, the camera not quite got far enough. We've got 20 million in that one. But I wasn't quite what I was going for, but I will change it to the mode we had been playing on. But that is the other mode. You can play it kind of with that style if you so wish. So, I have it reset. We will have back our impact time and perhaps more importantly, the big explosion-y crash breaker. Just because that is fun and we will chuck vehicles around everywhere. Seeing as like the lead car in this crash, they're side by side, I don't quite know if it is even possible to get both of them. Oh, and that one there, we missed a bunch. Not timed that one correctly. But, well, I mean, the Romer's got involved. Van has spun there. We have been scooped up. We are very much smack bang in the middle of this. I mean, it's going to block the road. Two cars have escaped unscathed. Box truck will go in for good luck. That truck will go in. And I wanted to try and wait for the bus to appear so that we could do that one. Send vehicles everywhere. I think there's a truck somewhere in this direction. Oh, I'm not going to get it. The truck's got off the side. I was going to try and do more damage to the truck. Couldn't get it. Oh, 1.5 million. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. A couple of vehicles did escape. At least we could at least get one more involved in it. You can't really get it much better positioned than that. 31 million. We did it. Oh, and I can definitely do better. I can definitely do better. I'm not sure whether the chuck my car sideways approach matters too much. I feel like the car's going to get... You're going to hit with such force, you're going to get twisted around anyway, unless you hit it dead on. As long as you sort of hit it at a slight angle, my car's going to get twisted and will hopefully make as bigger a target for everything else as possible. I think the Bastion's the one I want to hit. Just... Ooh, that's actually pretty good going, because we went straight into the front of the Roma. Gotta say, the game, I know my computer is pretty damn powerful, the game is actually holding up quite well, considering these may well be like simplified vehicles that are being used for the crash victims, but it actually is holding up pretty well with this. There is a covert over there with very, very little damage, but that's fine. We want to really wait until the very last second for impact time. I've been pushed a bit far away from where I would want to be. Oh, okay, now I'm just going to explode there. While we are in the middle of it all, it's just a giant fireball. I'm not sure that's going to be as much. No, it is. It is more. 1.6 million. And we got a couple more vehicles. We got 23 vehicles this time around, as opposed to, I think it was 21 last time out. That's pretty much spot on there. Christ, that's so much. I can get a free camera. I just want to go have a look around at the chaos. Jeez. Truck on fire. We managed to explode that van over to that side. There's an upside-down bus on fire. There's a Pazima wreck. That's upside down. That covert there is relatively okay. A couple of cars escaped, or at least one... Did one car escape? Try to see if that was that one. No, that's just maybe that covert spun in sympathy of everything that was going on, because I think it was a covert that was alongside the Bastion that we ploughed into to start that crash off on. Don't actually know where the Bastion ended up. That's probably it there. I would hazard a guess. There's a van over the side. That's over the side. Did anything make it over? Yeah, you've escaped. You made it onto the road. No, not quite got anything that far this time around. Oh, then there's just that big bundle and heap of scrap metal in the middle of the road. Wonderful. Honestly, this is an incredibly, incredibly cool mod. If, like me, you have missed the wonderful Burnout 3 crash mode, this is the best replica I've ever seen of it. Yeah, the points are a little bit confusing at times, and you know, the impact time is a little bit, let's say, a bit too easy to abuse. It's not exactly, it doesn't work exactly in the same way that it did in Burnout, but it's really cool. I really look forward to seeing if there is going to be more junctions added, more refinements to this, because as it is, yeah, this is a really, really good homage to a truly wonderful game mode. And it works so amazingly well in Beam, as you can see by, well, this. I mean, it's, it's everything you want from a Burnout-style crash mode. But there we go. I'll put a link to this mod in the description if you want to download it. Give it a go yourself, because I do highly recommend it. That is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.